Hello, it's me again. It must be the same day because I'm wearing the same clothes, right? You know, there's some things that you can change. You can change, make things easier. I always try and find the simplest way to do anything. You know, if I'm going to cut up green beans, I take a whole handful and I line them all up, ends, and I just chop all the tops and tails off, and then I do the rest. You know, I don't do anything in a slow way. If I can find a way to do a lot at once, I do that way. Well, I have a problem. My plant. Now, that tomato plant up there is certainly wilting. And I was trying to move it, but it's hooked in there so tightly on that chain. I guess the hook is too big for the chain. The hook of the pot, and so I can't get it out. But now, wouldn't it be simple if you could just rig up a system so you could just simply water all these plants? There's so many of them. But no, you have two choices. You can bring the water here, or you can take them to the water. And neither one of them appeals to me. So I'm getting to be about the world's worst waterer. You see, I can't water that one that's hanging because it's going to drip all over the couch. I would put a bucket on the couch, but you see it's over the back of the couch, so I can't really do that. Is this three-dimensional at all? Would I... excuse me, making these videos. I don't know. So if anybody has an idea how to do this, you know, like a sprinkler system, if you could have a sprinkler, a hose that you could lay across each of them and put a hole, one hole in the hose over each container. You'd have to make it out of something stiff because you wouldn't want it to get loopy and fall off. So you'd probably need to have copper pipe or maybe plastic ABS pipe. And then you'd have to connect one end to a faucet. You could have your indoor living room sprinkling system. Oh no, the sprinkler is on! Oh, someone is on MSN. Should I go check it out? It's very different to have nobody home. It's bad weather. My husband's at work and probably taking forever to come home in the bad weather. All that snow. And I'm here. I've been watching Lost, and I finished all my work. I never finish all my work. I don't want to start another project because then I'll make a mess. So I'm in between messes. See, I even cleaned off the couches. Look at that. They never get cleaned off. But I brought a handy-dandy laundry basket and I put all the stuff in it. Doesn't that look pretty? See how nicely that quilt matches. And those plants. Hey, where'd all my red flowers go? Look at that. They've all withered up. I gotta deadhead them. And that tomato plant over there does not look very good, does it? No, and this one looks just so sad. And those all look pretty sad too. So I'll just sit here and I'll sing to them. That'll cheer them up, right? I'll tell them jokes. Yes. Once upon a time. You know what my friend did? Oh, I got lots of time. Okay, my friend, she's a Buddhist. And she went out in the woods and she was on a retreat and they told her to talk to the trees. Just have a conversation with a tree. And so she sat down, seated herself by this big tree, and she started to talk to it. And she started to ask it things about its leaves and about, well, what do you do in the winter? You're out here all the time. And then she remembered that it's, you know, the sap all went back to the roots to protect itself. And then the tree asked her things. She felt the tree spirit talking to her and said, and what do you do in the winter? And she said, oh, we have a wood stove. Yes, we cut up trees and use them to keep ourselves warm. Can you imagine? That was good, eh? I like to laugh at my own jokes. Hey, you want to hear another joke? I got another joke. Let's see. Now, I said this joke once, and a man who was very religious was very offended. Now, I will tell you that I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I am very religious. And I believe that Adam and Eve were real people. But nevertheless, and I believe that God lives and loves me and many things. Nevertheless, I think this is a wonderful joke. Okay, so Adam is in the garden, and he says to God, God, I'm lonely. And God says, Adam, I have just the thing. I'm going to create for you a woman. She is going to stay with you always and take care of you and feed you and make clothes for you and comfort you when things don't go right. She will help you out. She will always make you happy. She'll make you smile, and your life will be blissful with her. And Adam said, wow, that's awesome. What will that cost me? And God said, an arm and a leg. And Adam said, what can I get for a rib? Isn't that a great one? What's the time? We have time for my other favorite joke. Okay. As a man finds a bottle and a genie, the genie comes out and I'll give you one wish. And he says, I would like a bridge from the mainland to Hawaii. He's an American. And the genie says, oh my goodness, do you realize the engineering feat? Do you know how much trouble that's going to be? A bridge all the way across an ocean all that way? Do you think you could just revise your wish? Can you just get another one? Is that okay? And he says, all right, well, let's see. I would like to have a book that would explain how a woman's mind works. And the genie says, would that be a 2-lane or a 4-lane bridge? I can hear you guys all laughing. Isn't that great? Okay, well, you didn't hear it here first. You heard it here last. I was the last one you heard it from. That's right. This is Nancy Today. You too can get out your video camera and tell your best funny joke. Now, nothing bad. I don't want to hear any off-color junk. Just some nice funny jokes. Okay? Ta-ta.